Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Jane from Liberated.com. I am here today to talk to you on the topic I titled, Be Confident with Yourself. Be happy with yourself. Take yourself to be the most important thing in the face of the earth. Never you downgrade yourself. Never you say negative things to yourself. And never you beat yourself up that you are not good enough to achieve anything in this universe. The universe is big enough and the universe have everything for each and every one to go with and to achieve his or her success in life. When you are comfortable in applauding yourself, when you are prophesying the positive things to yourself, there is nothing and absolutely nothing you cannot achieve in life. Most of the times we beat ourselves up with negative words. We tell ourselves that we are not comfortable. We tell ourselves that we are lonely. We tell ourselves that we are not beautiful. We even tell ourselves that we are too fat or too thin or too robust. Let me use the local language. Let me tell you one thing. The more you say this thing to yourself, the more you say negative things to yourself, the more this negativity or any negative word you use to yourself will stand right in front of you, and it becomes a stumbling block to your success. It becomes a stumbling block to your achievement. Stop saying the negative things to yourself. Never you let anyone tear you down. Never you let anyone give you a negative advice. When you are so confident of what you do, when you are confident of yourself, when you are confident of everything you do in life, you will see that there is nothing anyone can tell you. Then you will have the confidence to stand by your action. You have the confidence to start anything in life. It might be in your calling. It might be in your career. It might be in your business. It might even be in your marriage or the upbringing of your children. But when you allow the third person to come into your life, if you are married, for example, and you invite the third person to come into your life, this person will begin to tell you things outside what you have already built or developed in your relationship. Most of the times, especially with women, when they are single, like a single mother, you are now telling yourself that you are not good enough to remarry again. Never you do that. I will give example with myself because I love sharing my own experience. I was a single mother for a very long time. I think in my past video, I have mentioned things like this. I entered into the first relationship. I was being manipulated to leave my country to this part of Europe where I live today. And I thank God that that thing happened at that particular time. If not, I would not be able to achieve my goals today. And let me tell you, some certain things happen for a reason. You might be in a relationship that God has not really ordained. If I ask a question now, how many of us take time to really seek the face of God before entering into that relationship or into that marriage? Most of us will say, no way. Like me, I did not seek the face of God in my first relationship. I have to be honest with myself. I was naive. I was young. So I entered into that relationship, forcing myself on someone that really don't love me. And at the time I was pregnant, then the true color of that person started coming out. And at the long run, I was being manipulated because the person feel that he cannot really get rid of me. So he manipulated me to leave the country while I was pregnant with my second child. And you know what that means. I left my career. I left a son of 4.5 years back home. I left my family. I left everything that belongs to me. And I entered into a strange country with a strange language. And when I came into Europe, I was like devastated. I was lonely. I was sad. I was frustrated. I was like hating everyone or everything that comes around me in the beginning. And as time goes on, when I had my second child, things became very, very serious. I became depressed. I became traumatized. And how I got out of that thing was just by the mercy and the grace of God. What are you telling yourself today? Because in my own case, I was telling myself that I can never be loved by anyone. I can never be the person I want to become in life. I am lonely. I am sad. I am bitter. I am not going to forgive anyone that has ever offended me. By so doing, I kept my myself in a lock. I locked myself in one position. And throughout the years, I was just going around the same circle every time. When I tried to push up, because of the bitterness and the unforgiveness spirit I have in me, I was not able to achieve anything. People that came into my life, I brought that anger and bitterness into the other relationship. And I don't know, it might be because of the bitterness, none of the relationship worked out. The first one failed, the second one failed, the third one failed. And now I was like, oh, I am never good enough for anyone. I had children for these different men at different time. I have 4 kids, a boy and 3 girls, and 2 of them are of the same father, and the remaining 2 are of different fathers. What do you think that you cannot achieve in life? What have you been telling yourself? But in my own case, when I see that all hope were lost, I got invited by a friend who we were just discussing while walking to the mall. And she said something out of, will I say it? I don't know how to really use the word, but she said something and I laughed. Do you remember when Sarah laughed in the Bible? When Sarah was being told that she's going to have a baby at her old age, she laughed, and she laughed out very loud. But in my own case, I just laughed silently. In my heart, I was saying, woman, you don't know what it means to be hurt. You don't know what it means to be disappointed in a relationship. But at the same time, when she finished talking to me, when I got home that evening, I put the kids to bed. I went down on my knees. One, I asked for forgiveness. Because why? Because anytime you are not confident in yourself and you are not really ready to let go of the things that have hurt you in the past, it leads to like you are not serious with your life, or you are not confident, or you don't want to trust anybody anymore. But the moment I went down on my knees, I said to God, please forgive me, have mercy on me, because I know if I cannot forgive my neighbor, definitely they cannot forgive me, or God might not forgive me my sins. So I knelt down and I pray a short prayer, and I begin to walk consciously with what she has told me. And I prayed a simple prayer because she told me to ask God to provide someone that will love me and take care of my children as if they were his own kids. So I prayed that simple prayer. It was just a simple prayer. And when I prayed that prayer, I went back to sleep. And lo and behold, about few weeks later, I met my present husband. I am happily married now. My kids have a father that they can really rely on. He treats them as if they are his own biological children. Nobody will ever differentiate apart from the color, because I am married to a white man. What are you beating yourself today? And ever since I have been married, I have been feeding myself with positive things. I have been telling myself positive affirmation. If I wake up in the morning, all I need to declare is, I am confident. I am unique in my own way. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Before I was formed in my mother's womb, God already knew my name. I am ready to move on. I am ready to change the situation of my life. I am ready to forgive everyone that has ever hurt me. And God, please help them to also forgive me. Because if I say I am innocent in the case, then I must be lying. Most of the times we do things not consciously, but it just happened, and before you could fix it, it might have damaged a lot of things along the way. What are you telling yourself today? Use this little tip I have given to you. Wake up in the morning, no matter the situation you are facing. If you believe there is God that can change your situation around, he said in the book of Isaiah, he said, when I turned the captivity of Zion, they were like people that dreamt. There is nothing absolutely God cannot do for you. He is just waiting for you to say it, because if you don't ask, you will never get. When you don't knock, the door will never be open, and when you don't seek, you cannot find. So when you are ready to say to yourself and be confident in yourself and be ready to forgive anyone that has ever hurt you, the door will be wide open in front of you. Then you will have the self-confidence you are looking for. You cannot harbor hatred in your heart. You cannot harbor have jealousy in your mind. You cannot hate everyone around you and expect to be confident. Another thing is you have to let yourself be well developed, meaning you have to go to positive books. There are many motivational books out there. If you are the person that love reading, read a book. If you are the person that don't like reading, just get an audio book. They are also very good. All you need to do is to put your ear telephone into your ear and just listen as you are busy with your house activities. Never you say negative things to yourself. Never you allow anyone either to tell you anything negative. Always write a letter. Letter means write a positive letter to yourself. If you can do it once a week, it is very good. Applaud yourself for every little achievement you have achieved along the way. Keep record of the things you are doing. See things around you as positive. Most of the times we blame ourselves either because of the weather, because of the government, because of anything at all around us. If we are negative about everything, you cannot really have a positive spirit. And to be self-confident is when you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, I am unique in my own way. I am made and wonderfully made by God. Nobody can do it better the way I will do it. I have my own talent. I can add value to people's life. When I do or learn anything, I will also share with another person. I am not greedy. I am confident. I can achieve any goal in my life. Just say anything positive to yourself. If it means you standing in front of the mirror and looking at the mirror and telling yourself these beautiful words every morning and every day, it begins to work and develop inside of you. And before you know it, you will become a new creature. You will become a new being. If Queen Esther in the Bible was not confident enough when Mordecai told her to go into the palace, into the presence of the king to save his people, but if Esther was not confident enough, she will not try to go into the presence of the king because it was like a taboo. If you are not invited into the presence of the king at that particular time, you might be killed. But she was so confident. She knew what she wants. She know how to get what she wants. And by so doing, before she did that, she organized a fast. She prayed with her housemaid. She prayed and sent message also to his uncle to also allow the people to pray. And she knew that no more going back. What are you doing today? Are you the kind of person that say, I cannot achieve anything? And when you try to achieve or begin to achieve those things, you withdraw in the middle of it and said, it won't work anyway. That is lack of confidence. Anything you are confident in doing, you have to do it diligently. You have to do it persistently, and you will get to the end of it. And you will be surprised how you have overcome and achieved that thing you want to achieve in life. Please, let me quickly remind you, never you tell yourself that you are not good enough. Never you tell yourself that you are not beautiful. You are beautiful in your own way. Walk like a queen. When you are walking, just walk as if you are catwalking. You know what I mean? Never you look down on yourself, because when you begin to dress according to your own style, when you begin to walk according to your own style of walking, and smile every day, and you will see your confidence will begin to build up. Never you let anyone talk you out of your dream, and hold on tight to what you believe in. And I believe your life will never remain the same. Let me quickly end by saying this. Please, if you are new to my YouTube channel, do subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit on the notification bell, and as soon as a video is being uploaded, you will be the first one to be notified. Have a fantastic day. And if you like what you are seeing, check the link in the description box and check it out for yourself. God bless you and have a fantastic day. Love you all. Bye.